Hello, Echo. It's the day after my birthday, and I hear you asking me for advice. So, I come bearing gifts. I want this to be a girl talk, and I'm gonna be very honest and say this person messed up, and they know that they did. Pulling from my Crystal Portal Oracle, I get Celestite in the reverse. It's the opposite of equilibrium. This person viewed you as their balance. And when you left, they still continued to take you for granted because they didn't expect you to actually leave. Yeah. Yeah. They didn't expect you to actually leave. These were the two cards that fell out. And this one is like a beautiful green garden with a path that stayed on it that all of a sudden transitioned to fire, lava, decay. I don't know if you guys ever play any video games, but I know Legend of Zelda. And usually in Legend of Zelda, if Link is not wearing a specific kind of armor and he tries to traverse into lava, he will lose all of his hearts and die. Game over. The thing about this, though, is if you can see in that little corner, there's the ability for this person to get back to the green. It's there. The thing is, they've only just now figured out that in order for them to get to that green, which that green is the same green in this card at the top too. Both of these came out in reverse, by the way. But in order to get back into that green, they're subconsciously beginning to realize that they need you. And it's not a codependent thing. It's not. It's a grounding thing. You ground them and their soul as an individual. And you do it naturally. You don't even have to try. This is a soulmate energy. Genuinely, it's a soulmate energy. This person was your soulmate. It is, however, and I'm hearing from Spirit, up to you to decide if you specifically want them to continue to be your soulmate. And because of that, they are experiencing this fog. And it's like the only card I have in the deck that has this strip taken out of it. How symbolic is that? Isn't it crazy? Yeah. But this is something that your soul, and it has to be a decision that's made in unison with your conscious self. Now, mind you, your soul knows what's best for you. Your soul knows what's best for your highest purpose. Your soul knows what's best, not what's good for you. You know what I mean? Comparisons, think of your source, your higher self. Think of it as how others view God. How others view God, how he interferes and knows what's best for you. That idea of God, that's your actual source. That rule should apply to your legitimate source. And right now, I'm picking up that the person who's watching this is a female. Because what's coming up is mystical sister. And if you're not a female, then your soul is female. And this person who did you wrong, the one in the fog, they know you're their soulmate. They know they know you're their soulmate, and it's creating chaos. Massa confusa. It's mass confusion to them. They genuinely thought and currently think. So this isn't even anything that's ever changed. Like, their view on you has never changed. They have always viewed you as their other half. They have always viewed you as like the end all be all. I want to be with this person for the rest of my life. Always. That has never changed. But they didn't think they were worthy. They didn't. They thought they were in a mindset of fear. Yeah. Three of Swords. They were in a mindset of fear. They thought, oh. They thought if they let themselves be happy for even one moment, that the world was going to come crashing down on them and remind them exactly who they really were. Oh, it's so sad. It's very... This person's a romantic. This person's like a hopeless romantic, and they just don't think they're ever going to get that. They don't think they're ever going to deserve that. And because of what they did to you, they know that they're right. These cards are a little tricky. These ones are holographic. I see you're in your Queen of Pentacles energy. You're juggling. And the funny thing is, because they are your soulmate, they are your mirror. They're doing the same thing. And so because of that, I have to say my piece of advice to you: give it time. Consciously, you're probably like, yeah, it is what it is, whatever. You know what I mean? But internally, there's still a voice inside that's running on a hamster wheel thinking about it. You know what I mean? And for that little voice that's screaming in the back of your brain, I'm saying give it time. And the reason I'm saying that is because if you rush it, you're going to reinforce their internal belief, because this is not a belief that you have. They prove to you that they're going to walk out on you whenever they want. In their brain, you're always going to be there waiting for them. This is someone who's very selfish. They like to take. Oh, yeah. It's the Ace of Chalices in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. Someone literally pouring your cup out into theirs. It's a very selfish energy. They need to learn still. You can't be there to take that lesson away from them. That will actually give you soul punishment. That will cause a karmic relationship to happen. You have to let them learn. Something about you that you don't get. You're towards the end of your reincarnation cycle. And because you're towards the end of your reincarnation cycle, you've learned all the lessons you need to learn. The lessons that will face you coming forward are based in relations to others. I'm going to show you these. For some reason, the meanings are being wiped from my brain. It's like it's a secret that only you are allowed to know. Yeah. It's a secret that only you are allowed to know. That's cute. On the continuation of this reading, because I still have more to tell you, I'm sorry. You still love them. In a way they'll never understand. And I'll say they'll never understand because they are the ones who do the walking while you are the one who does the staying. You know what I mean? So you will love them in a way they will never get it. And they will love you with as much intensity, but with a different veracity. They have changed. The lesson has been learned. The person that they left you for, they're not even with anymore, even if you don't know it. They are trying to figure out a way to come back to you without disrespecting you, which is a massive step up. And that is why I started out the message saying that it is up to you whether you want them still. You need to put it out into the web. People say it's the web of consciousness. I call it the web of word. You need to put it out into the web. You and your higher self, your source together, in unison and synchronicity, agree that this is someone that you're going to allow to receive your energy, because your energy is extremely potent. You know, some people are tea, you're a tincture, and that energy can be misused. You know what I mean? thing is, this person is also a tincture, and their energy was misused. And it was that emotional headspace of the nervous system convincing itself it wasn't safe when it was. It was an illusion they couldn't break free from, and that's why they took you for granted. This is somebody who finally pulled the wool from their eyes, and they're realizing, ain't shit sweet but you. Is how they wanted to finish that. Ain't shit sweet but you. And they're saying it's not your responsibility to come forward, it's theirs. It's not your responsibility to pick up their pieces, it's theirs. They're telling me that they expected way too much of you. They took too much, and they feel guilty and ashamed of it, that they took that much from you. They're saying they see everything that you deserve. If you guys know Bruno Mars, When I Was Your Man, you know what I mean? It's like, I should buy you flowers and held your hand. Should have gave you all my hours when I had the chance. Take you to every party, 'cause all you wanted to do was dance. Now my baby's dancing, but she's dancing with another man. Yeah. So it's very much that feeling of understanding everything he should have done and seeing you and your power. And you know what I mean? Like, it could be you're with somebody or you're not with somebody, but whatever you're doing, they see you're glowing. You know what I mean? And so I implore you, baby, focus on yourself. Continue to do exactly what you're doing. This is a confirmation of your alignment. 1, that Bruno Mars song was for you. 2, if they've changed, they won't just tell you, they'll show you. And I'm saying that it's gonna take time. And the thing about time is that it's relative, right? Because these are all subconscious ramblings from the web, right? It's going to take time for that subconscious rambling to make it to the conscious surface as the conscious is constantly rambling, right? You need to make space. You need to make room. Recently, I reread Alice in Wonderland. And one of the things that I can say about it that I noticed is Alice only finds the rabbit when she's preoccupied with something else. And I think that's a mirror for what's happening right now. I wish I could find a better word than mirror. But that's what it is. Okay, Echo. I hope you enjoyed your message. Be safe.